Three switches, one lever. And in 1 minute, 750 gallons of water or foam can be expelled out of the P19 firefighting vehicle. Hello, my name is Chris, and I will be talking to you today about the P19 firefighting vehicle and how I think it's better than all other vehicles out there. The problem is the other vehicles are too tall or too big and hold way too much or have too much water. That is what makes the P19 perfect, because it is the perfect balance of all of these aspects. Today we will go over the driving capabilities, the agents used and stored on the truck, and how to expel those agents. Let's start off with some driving capabilities. The P19 has an 80-foot turning radius. This is important for knowing how close or how far you need to park away from an aircraft. It has a top speed of 65 miles an hour. This is accomplished using an NTC 400 turbocharged diesel Cummins engine. Next, we'll talk about some of the more off-the-wall driving capabilities. The P19 is able to traverse an 18-inch wall. It means I could drive straight up, put both tires against an 18-inch wall, drive up that wall, and then my back tires will follow. It has 13 inches of ground clearance. It can ascend and descend a 60% grade, and it can traverse a side slope of 30 degrees. It is a very top-heavy truck, as with most airport rescue firefighter trucks. So, side slopes are not encouraged. Last, we'll talk about weight. The weight of a P19 is 22,300 pounds. That is empty, without any water. The weight with water is 34,000 pounds, or 17.5 tons. You wouldn't want to drive this thing through a muddy field, let's put it that way. Now that you know some of the driving capabilities, let's talk about some of the agents. The agents are water, fog, foam, and halon. Water is held in a 1,000-gallon storage tank in the center of the truck. Foam is held in a 130-gallon storage tank in the rear of the truck, and it is used to combat fuel fires. And then halon is held in a 500-pound tank towards the front of the truck. We use halon to combat what's called a 3D fuel fire. It's pretty much fuel that isn't pooled on the ground. It displaces oxygen and therefore starves the fire. Now that you know about the agents, let's talk about how they're expelled. The first and the biggest is the roof turret. The roof turret's mounted on the front of the truck, on top of the truck. It produces 500 gallons per minute at 225 psi. It can shoot 175 feet straight stream and 150 feet fog. Straight stream would be like looking at a squirt gun, and a fog would be the mist setting on your regular garden hose. Of course, these are both of these distances are on windless days. The next discharge point is the bumper turret. The bumper turret produces 250 gallons per minute at 240 psi. It can shoot 150 feet on a straight stream and about 100 feet on a fog. Also, on a windless day, it expels both water and foam. Next, we have the water handline. The water handline is located on the left-hand side of the truck. It is 100 feet of rubber-jacketed booster hose, 1-inch booster hose. It has capabilities of 60 gallons per minute at about 100 psi. We can play with the psi on a handline. It shoots 96 feet straight stream and 38 feet fog. Our last discharge point is the halon handline. The halon handline is located on the right hand side of the truck, and it is a nylon jacketed hose that we have about 100 feet of it. The reason it's nylon jacketed is because halon uses inert gas to expel it, and that inert gas is very cold. So if you use rubber jacketed, it could cause cracks and breaks in the line. So we use nylon jacketed instead. It has a conical nozzle attached, which is pretty much a smooth bore nozzle, and it puts out 5 pounds of agent per second, and it can spray about 100 feet, of course on a windless day. So in conclusion, we've covered some of the driving specifications, the types of agents used, and how they're expelled on the P19 Alpha. If you were to take this information and compare it with some of the other airport rescue firefighting trucks, you'll see that some of the specifications are good, as good, or better, and the truck is not as big and more mobile. Thank you.